Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
Is it?
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Okay.
For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
Okay.
Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? Practice?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Sir, yes, sir. Wow.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
I don't know what enticed me to do it. I just saw the line and was like, oh, can I plug it out? And plug it out. Bring it out. And it was just like, wow, yay, I can! Woo!
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Can I go through here? No. Door opens. I want to try going through that vent though. Okay.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Okay. Is there a way I can not listen to you?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right?
Yes. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
I broke the game. Peekaboo. Okay.
Oh, I can't believe everything we talked about, that you... My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now.
Rage.
And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
This is brilliant.
Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
Yep.
I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No,
Oh, jeez.
I have to shut the game down.
Okay.
I have to. I have to.
Okay. That sound though. Oh Christ.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish.
Oh
And
Christ.
You, who thought you were so clever.
Yeah.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
I'm sorry.
What, did you think that would be funny?
Yeah.
You just had to see?
Yep.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Nope.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
You mad, bro?
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I'm a child.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
Oh.
It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Does it do the exact same thing?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly,
Oh.
hurry.
Huh?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing
Is it just gonna-
responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm
Yeah,
quite sure
because
you'll be up to
I'm
the
guessing
task.
it's gonna make me
Just
do the
follow
same
my
thing
lead
because
and
there's
you'll
no
be
like
fine.
true ending
All right.
there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
I'll
doors,
try it one more time.
he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as
Okay,
Stanley
yeah.
would. That means choosing responsibly.
Unfortunately, I
and always
can't
putting the story
finish
first.
that.
I'm quite sure
Well,
you'll be
let's
up to
go.
the task. Just
Shut
follow
up,
my
shut up,
lead
shut
and
up.
you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Go
he
on.
entered the door on his left.
Oh, it's
Yet
not
there was
broken
not a
anymore.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase,
Okay.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Yep. The office? Nope, that's off. What? This is the first time I've seen this.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
Poor panda.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
Night
Was
Shark
this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Go. Night Shark 11. Oh?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115? Did that work?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115. Please work. I feel like an
Okay,
idiot.
fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect.
I couldn't do it.
Respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there.
I did.
Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you
coward.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
Does it have to do that if I stand there?
Do something? Anything? This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Wow.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
I feel almost sorry for him.
Take as much time as you need.
And squish. Kill him. Or just restart the game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's try again. I wonder where the rest of these receiver things are. The input receive things. Whoa! What? What? Not gonna lie, that legitimately scared me. 4, 3, 4. Wait, what? 4, 3, 4. Okay. Wait, can I open some of the doors?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Waiting input.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I can't get back in my office. Okay. This effect is scary.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Wait.
he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna completely ignore him.
This was not
And
the correct
I'm
way
not
to the
gonna
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Pull the plug
Perhaps
out
he
this
wanted
time.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
denied,
5 years
bitch.
ago.
Okay. This
Look,
is...
Stanley,
oh,
I think
wow.
perhaps we've
What
gotten
is
off
going
the
on?
wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
That is
I'm not.
legitimately
I realize that investing
frightening.
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all
the
this
time.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone
Please.
you've forgotten about.
Stop trying
Please,
to make every decision
stop trying
for
to
yourself.
make every decision by yourself. Now,
Oh,
I'm
fine,
not
so-
asking for me, I'm asking for
For her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.